Jaime Escobedo.
No,
Yes.
my client actually just got out of lifetime
Yes.
recovery. He's waiting for pre-trial to pick him up today and take him to sober living.
Yes,
We're working
I'm
with the
aware.
prosecutor on trying to piece a plea deal together. What I'd like to do, if your court would indulge us, is to allow us to reset 30 days to give him some time at the sober living. We are going to reach or enter a plea agreement. I would just like to give my client opportunity to experience some time at the sober living facility.
All right, and let me ask both parties this theft of property, is there restitution involved? Because I require, that if there is restitution, depending on the amount, there needs to be restitution.
According to the police reports, Judge, the items which he was caught with were actually returned back to the stores.
All right. Then, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset for plea deadline date on Mr. Escobedo. All right, April 24th will be your plea deadline date.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for showing up, but make sure you're on time next time, okay? All right, how's everything going with treatment?
Good.
All right, keep up the good work. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, Abel Hernandez. All right, on this case, are there CPS records?
Not that I'm aware of that would directly impact the defendant.
And Your Honor, if you'll give me just one moment.
Sure.
It does look like we've requested them. I do not see them in the file. So I'm not sure that we have them. Let me just continue to look through.
All right, but you do believe that some are in existence?
I do have a request here, a note that we made a request, Your Honor, so my assumption would be yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 45-day reset for discovery. All right, May 8th, we'll come back and make sure that if there is some CPS records, that your counsel will have access to that. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Maggie.
Yes,
Thank you, Judge.
you're welcome. Court is calling 2024 CR 012444 State versus Jorge Deleon. Who the parties announce?
Rick Manning for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Kimberly Bush on behalf of the defendant, and we are present and ready, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Deleon?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Mr. Deleon, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that the court would grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am, I do.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine probated. The state is silent on your application for deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence and no contact with the complainant. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any
Yes.
weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Right. Yes, ma'am.
And also as a part of the agreement, there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is the plea, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am, I
The
did.
only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, of any such motions?
There's actually been one that was filed today, which may become moot in a moment. It's a motion to reduce bond, but that's nothing that would immediately impinge upon this plea.
All right, then to the offenses charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state offers into evidence State Exhibit 1 with all attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
And state, have you spoken to the complainant?
We've attempted.
All right, state, you may be excused. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. All right, we can go off the record. Counsel, if you wish to have a full PSI done, it's going to be about 8 weeks. Or if you want, I can recall it. You can call whatever witnesses you want to call, and I can recall it in, at a time that's agreeable to you and your client.
I would prefer to do an abbreviated setting on it. My client has been in jail 6.5 months, which is far longer than he can afford. This case has already cost him his home, his truck.
Okay,
most of
so
his
you want a
tools.
short,
Yes.
all
I
right,
want
so
it
you just want to
short.
call witnesses?
Just want to call witnesses. Now, there are 2 other options as I understand it. He does have a bond set in this case. I filed a motion to reduce the bond.
All right, so let's just address this first. Do you want a full PSI? Yes or no?
No,
All right. Do you want this call back on Thursday for your witnesses, or do you want it?
I can't do Thursday. I have 3 other hearings that day.
All right, so you want to call it next week?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, what day next week can we set this?
May I go grab my calendar?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, you can have a seat, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, what date, counsel?
Trying to get there. The 31st is fine, Your Honor, if that's all right with you.
Yes. All
Okay.
right, we'll come back on March 31st.
All right.
All right, thank you.
So, would you like to consider the motion to reduce bond?
No. I mean, if you want to have a hearing on it, we can, but I have other cases that are before yours. If you would like to wait a few moments. The court is calling 2024 CR 010540 State versus Tony Salinas, Medellin. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris, Salem for the state.
Robert Ramirez from Mr. Medina.
And are you Mr. Medellin?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, 4,200 grams as a 2nd-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and no operation of a motor vehicle without production of a valid driver's license.
Yes,
Do you
Your Honor.
understand those are recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We ask that the court follow the agreement and the recommendations. My client has a job and he has an ability to get back on his feet for an award.
All right, do you have any children?
Yes, I'm at
What are their ages?
16, 9, 3, and 6.
And do they stay with you?
They stay with their mothers.
All right, so why are you riding around smoking marijuana in a vehicle?
I gotta lie to you, man. I was going to see a friend and the friend was smoking before. I just so happened to have other things in the vehicle at the time, so.
All right. And for employment?
I work for HEB, for a third-party company that works for HEB. We do other construction.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. 6 years deferred adjudication, TAP evaluation and felony drug court referral in custody follow recommendations. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Proof of employment within 30 days of release. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once you complete parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice. There is to be no operation of a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license presented to probation. Probation, is there anything else? All right, and I'll do 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. All right, is there anything else that you need from the court so that you can be successful? All right, good luck to you.
Thank
Your
you.
Honor,
You're welcome.
is there a way to request an expedited TAP evaluation since you ordered it down in cut?
I can say expedited, but I will tell you what's going to end up happening. It's not going to be done for 2 weeks, but I will say expedited TAP evaluation, but the problem is they are running behind schedule. I can tell you that felony drug court, they'll probably be able to see him this week.
And if that happens, would he be able to be released pending the TAP evaluation?
If, be honest with felony drug court, and they will probably accept you. And when they accept you, then they will set your conditions for probation. You understand? All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. Court is calling 2024 CR 008948W. State of Texas versus Garzes, Medina, or Rigby. Could I have parties announced?
Lisa Guerrero here for the state, Your Honor.
Rigby?
Yes.
All right.
Robert Clerk from Miss Rigby.
And are you Francis Rigby?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Francis Garzes Medina Rigby, who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2024 CR 008948W
Yes, ma'am.
for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on August 29, 2024, for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor, violated condition number 1 on or about the 28th day of January 2025 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Francis Garcia Medina committed the offense of possession of a controlled substance in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
Your Honor, will waive the remaining violated conditions.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Sure.
I mean, did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
The state is requesting revocation, Your Honor, and the state will take into consideration the possession charge. I'm just going to confirm the offense number before I put that on the record, Judge.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that you could tender on her. I know before the court, the probation gave a alternate DDRF. We're making it. We agree with that. Also, Judge, if y'all, we take into consideration what you just pled to again, Judge, inpatient treatment for drugs. At the end of the day, it's about drugs. She needs drug help.
All right, so here's my question. What has she done since she's been on probation?
She was in the Esperanza court. Didn't quite finish that.
All right, so why didn't she finish the Esperanza court?
I was scared to be there, ma'am. I wanted to go home. It was my mistake by doing that. But I would like to get another opportunity
Okay,
because I really need help on drugs.
all right. The court is going to grant the motion, find you guilty and revoke. What time are you all requesting? State?
Judge, we would be requesting 1 year in the state jail facility.
We're asking for the minimum, Judge.
All right. The court is going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. And was there any inpatient treatment that was completed?
Not that I'm aware.
All right, if there was successful inpatient treatment completed, then the court will give a credit for time in inpatient treatment. And the court is going to take in consideration 2025 PF 03556.
Your Honor, I have a question. That's been a whole year. Am I gonna be at the jail annex or? I'm going
You'll have to speak to your attorney about that. It
Okay,
depends on
I
if
don't
you
know.
have a
Okay.
case holding you.
Okay.
And I'm going to recommend the therapeutic community. All right, good luck to you, okay? You're welcome. Salazar.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Norma.
That's right.
No, I'm not asking
No.
about that. With regards to Villarreal and on Sammy Salazar, what's happening?
So far, no report, Your Honor.
All right, no report of what?
Competency.
Oh, okay. All right, Norma, do you know when they are doing the competency on Mr. Salazar? All right, so then what we'll do is, Ms. Ferguson, let's recall this May. Are we able to put this on May 27th? All right, we'll come back on May 27th. And counsel, if you wanted him brought back sooner, just let the court know.
I'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on Theresa Frias?
Present, Your Honor.
Hello, so why was she late for court?
Apparently, Judge, she had every intention of coming this morning. She got last minute notification that her daughter's probation officer wanted to meet with her in regard to her daughter's probation. So she was thinking that they were going to be able to hash that out quickly and then her come.
All right, so do you have proof, or did you contact anybody, counsel, that she was with the daughter's probation?
I just recently got notified, Judge, that she came up of her own will to the court. I do not have no documentation of that, Judge, and I believe in reference to Mrs. Frias, if the court's looking at some of the history, why her probation was forfeited before was because she was the victim of a gunshot wound while she was on bond. She didn't make that, and that's why a PR bond, I believe, was subsequently granted for that reason. It's my understanding Ms. Frias was trying to get a hold of me today. However, I was here in court, so she couldn't reach me, Judge. But
State, what are you requesting? Do you want to recall the judge's warrant?
Yes, Judge.
when we're working to resolve this, please refer to a plea with regard to her case, so we can resolve her case quickly.
All right, so the court is going to recall the judge's warrant in each case and reinstate the PR bond. And then this is going to be recalled for Norma. Are we able to set this for a plea deadline date? The first full week of April. So that'll be week of April 7th. All right, what day, counsel?
April 7th will work with defense, Your Honor.
All right, we're going to come back on April 7th. That's your plea deadline date.
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Lorenzo Garcia IV. Thank you. Court is calling 2024 CR 012953, State versus Lorenzo Garcia IV. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Get your hair, Salem.
Defense?
David McLean for the defense.
All right, and are you Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated, third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends community supervision, and there's a 2-year license suspension. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours community service restitution, and the ignition interlock. Then to the offenses, charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client has been attending AA on a regular basis. We came back in here because we had a compliance issue with his ignition interlock a few weeks back. There was an issue with him having some mouthwash. Court admonished him, and he has gotten the message loud and clear. He's been going to AA every day since. He intends to keep on doing that. He's addressing this problem, and he is confident that he can be successful on probation, Judge.
All right. So do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
Work at a bond and tissue bank.
Okay. And what do you do there?
Work for sterilization for the processors. For the hard to explain.
Okay, no
Deal with
problem.
donors.
All right.
Kind of hard.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. There's a 2-year license suspension. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow TAP recommendation. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with outpatient treatment. I want you to continue with daily AA meetings. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So there's to be daily sober support meetings. Has that been helping you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ignition interlock. State, are you requesting ignition interlock for half the term or until further notice?
Judge, that was not discussed, but the state would be requested until further notice.
All right, so there's going to be ignition interlock until further notice. If you wish to have ignition interlock removed, do not come to the court until half the term of probation has at least expired, okay? Thank you, State. There's 200 hours of community service restitution. Since I'm requiring daily sober meetings, that'll take care of the 200 hours community service restitution. You understand?
Thank you.
So that means you're going to have to do at least 200. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is to be the VIP Live DWI education course. Field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, and regular random UAs, and make sure there's testing for alcohol. All right, good luck to you. We can go off the record. You know you can kill people when you're driving intoxicated. I have yet to meet anyone that I have represented or that have been in the court before where they've killed someone or injured somebody from driving intoxicated who have said, oh yeah, that was my intent to get drunk and kill somebody. It happens because you're impaired. Don't be that person. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Oh, Judge, one thing with the 10 days.
Oh, excuse me, sir. That is, I was wondering,
Yeah.
we're back on the record.
I thought about it while we were
No,
talking
no,
about it,
no.
and I forgot.
All right, in lieu of 10 days in the Bexar County Jail, what I'm going to do is I'm going to require that he is on GPS for 20 days. It'll be partial for employment, and I'll ask that the fees be waived.
Thank you very much, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Oh, is that Bach? I'm on robots. All right, who's the family here for Mary Guerrero?
She's here.
Are you Mary Guerrero? Come forward, please. Hello, Miss Guerrero. Hi. Just let me look at something very quickly, okay? How are you doing today?
My daughter was outside, but she couldn't come in because of it.
Yes, tell her to make sure next time,
To address.
yeah, she's not allowed to wear that in court. All right, Norma. On Mary Guerrero, what is the status on the evaluation in magistrate's court? Let me ask you, have you seen a doctor yet?
I haven't seen one yet.
Okay.
I was waiting for the possible votes.
Mhm. All right, so they have you scheduled for April 3rd. All right, so what we're gonna do, you're scheduled for April 3rd, so we are gonna reschedule you here. Norma, let's reschedule her here for May 5th. All right, so she's gonna give you a reset form. That April 3rd date is for a different court. It's not this court, okay? But she's gonna give you a reset form, and your attorney is not present today. He had another matter.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Don't leave the courtroom until you get the reset form. All right, Victoria Villarreal. And counsel, I know you were just placed on this case.
Oh, yes, Judge, not a problem. And I went over the timeline with my client and told her about the 10 days. So I'll be respectfully requesting that of the court. If the court perhaps something in the realm of maybe like 3 weeks.
Okay.
I can meet with
And
her.
when are you next in this court?
Tomorrow, I'll be here.
Oh, well, we won't do you tomorrow.
I was gonna suggest, Your Honor, let me see. Are you guys available I'll be here April 15th. That works for the court.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, April 15th. Is that a good time? It's on Victoria Villarreal. All right, so we're gonna recall this April 15th. And Ms. Villarreal, the reason why you were given another attorney is because you said you have not had any contact with your previous attorney. Is that correct? All right, so this is going to be your attorney, and we're going to bring you back on April 15th.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, counsel.
You know where the red button's at?
Yes, I do, and I have pressed it before without hesitation. Deputy Laura, there will not be any wrestling here in this court. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 0331 State versus Richard Vance. Can I have parties approach and announce?
Opinion for the state of Texas.
Well, report from Mr. Vance.
And are you Mr. Vance? Are you Mr. Vance? All right, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
I have you.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. You're charged with failure to register with the previous. What is this previous IAT?
It's essentially repeated violation of sex offender registration. This isn't his first charge for this.
Okay.
Also, Judge, it's a 90-day, every 90-day registration.
Okay. That is a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years with a possible fine up to $10,000. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state will take in consideration 2025 PF 07676, and there's to be Chapter 62 registration. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
It is, Your Honor.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State,
I'm
I'm sorry,
No contest.
no contest?
Apologize.
No problem. So let's make sure.
I'm just
So-
nervous.
Oh, that's fine. I understand. So are you pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
No contest. Your
No
Honor.
no contest.
All right, so let's try it again because I want to make sure there's no need to be nervous. So are you pleading guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, and defense, it's your belief that your client is entering the plea no contest because you all have discussed his plea?
Yes.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Respectfully, the court followed the agreement.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 4 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Take in consideration 2025 PF 07676, and there's to be chapter 62 registration. All right, here's the thing. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. Sometimes people have to register and they say, you know what, I shouldn't have been convicted of that case anyway, or I had a bad attorney or whatever it may be. But that ship has sailed. You have to report, and you have to report every 90 days. And if you don't, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to pick up new cases, and before you know it, you're going to be habitual, and your minimum is 25 years. So you better report.
I'll never be here again.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well, we will be back tomorrow.